The Lagos State Education Resource Center has organized a 3-day special practical audiovisual capacity building retreat for teachers in Lagos with the theme Empowering the 21st Century Teacher for Data-Driven Instruction.
One, we have audio. For example, tape. Then we have the visual, the picture that you can sight, you can see. Then we have audiovisual. That is, we can see and we can hear. Example, include television.
Number 2, appropriate to the content of the course. It must be relevant to what you want to teach. So the instructional material must be relevant to what you want to teach. Then number 3, appropriately sequenced. So you have to number it 1, 2, 3, one step after the other.
The first one is instructional material helps to manage the time of teaching and learning. An attractive and educative instructional material will assist you to manage your time. Number 2, it enhances teaching and learning. Number 3, it makes teaching and learning process highly interesting.
The teachers were urged to make good use of the knowledge made available to them through the training.
Education is the bedrock of any society, and teachers are the architects of that foundation. As educators, you have a profound influence on the lives of our students. Your passion, guidance, and commitment shape the minds and future of the next generation. As we conclude this retreat and return to our respective schools, I encourage all teachers present to share the knowledge and skills you have acquired with your colleagues when you get back to your various schools.
The purpose of today's workshop is therefore to update them, to bring them up to speed on best ways of teaching around the world. Is to really make the workshop a workshop where they put their hands on deck to learn the practicals and then practicalize what they have learned here back in their various schools.
Participants were taught the importance of instructional materials to aid teaching and learning, how to infuse technology in teaching, creativity, and the use of case studies to teach, as well as how to create evaluation that is highly inclusive.
I believe that we are all taking something great back home. Is that so? And we believe that when you get your various skills, please try and cascade it to all other teachers that are not here present. So please let us continue to do whatever God has sent us to do to mold the lives of these ones. And I believe that we have a better society one day.
The participants are charged after the training to go back to their school and use effective instructions, appropriate instructional materials, that is data-driven instructions to enhance teaching and learning in their classrooms and to provide more strength, more learning strategies to our students and ensure that our students are 21st century students and they are global citizens.
Whatever they can learn here, number one, they must practice it, and they must also cascade it to their colleagues who are not fortunate enough to undergo this training, and then ensure that all their lessons are accompanied by instructional materials that will help them in facilitating their training.
We realize that when you use case study to pass on your lesson in class, it connects the student to the society, it connects them to the real life scenario. So I have been able to, to show them the tools that they can use around how to create a case study using ChatGPT, how to create their lesson using Google education solutions, how to create evaluation that is highly inclusive and that is engaging.
The teachers say this training has equipped them with the skills needed for 21st century teaching.
It's to improve the performance of the teachers in the classroom in order to make the teaching learning effective. And this is a wonderful program that it needs to come up often so that to improve the learning skills of the students.
Today's event has been so fantastic, so innovative, and so educative for teachers who are ready to learn and know more about what teaching and 21st century teaching is all about. With all I have gathered here today, I saw a new dimension. So I have the zeal and I am ready to get back to school and start eating those topics and make my students know what I teach more and become someone much more better than me tomorrow.
New skills, creativity, it shows that learning does not end. It's continuous, except it's in the grave. That's what it simply means. They should be on ground to at least to gain from what has been gained today, to show that yes, we'll be able to create, we'll be able to use instructional materials in the classroom.
With this, I have come to broaden my knowledge on the use of teaching aids, audio visuals in the teaching of the students. This teaching will go a long way in the students, and we give them kudos and a salute for this singular act.
The teachers are expected to put into practice the new skills learned in their various classrooms.